I really don't have much to say this week, to be honest. So I'm going to keep this review kind of shorter than my last ones have been for the most part. The latest episode of Dragon Ball Super was okay. It wasn't all too good. It wasn't all too bad. Animation was a little wonky. It was just kind of just there, to be honest, in my opinion. I will say that the first half of the episode started off pretty well, but it kind of petered off into nothingness until the end of the episode. Like the middle chunk of the episode was kind of just like okay, whatever. It's kind of passable, to be honest. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So, a basic recap of the episode is they continue the fight where it left off, of course, and Vegeta is fighting Goku Black. Goku Black realizes that Vegeta is applying rage, which is why he got so strong. Because obviously Vegeta was clearly pissed off when he was pummeling Goku Black. He was like, "That's a good idea. I don't know why I never thought of that. It's such a primitive way to power up, so on and so forth." And he thinks about all the things that piss him off, and he unlocks a new ability. He gets himself a scythe. He's literally the bringer of death at this point, a black rose, literally. I love all the symbolism with this character. And he brings out a scythe, and he doesn't even know its abilities. He doesn't know what it does, obviously, because it just kind of came out of nowhere. He slashes at Vegeta, and I love Vegeta because Vegeta's so lazy. He's not even taking a stance. He just hunched over. He's like, that's not fast enough to hit me. And he dodges it, and he's standing beside Black, and it rips literally through time and space. And from its smoke basically forms these fake puppet type genjutsu, if you will, Naruto fan, the shadow clone Kagebushin, if you will, type of like clones of Black. So from there, Goku and Vegeta are basically cornered. I don't really recall how Goku got into that. I know that Goku was fighting Zamasu on the side, but he kind of got mixed up in that. And there was a scuffle, and Zamasu flies out, and he's headed towards Bulma and Co. And it kind of bothered me how they had time to go inside and think about what they're going to formulate and do versus Zamasu flying. Like, Zamasu couldn't get there in a split second. That really pissed me off, to be honest, because they saw him coming, and then they got inside and everything. But whatever, it's really minor. And Goku and Vegeta are surrounded by these things. They're attacking them. They're reforming, such as like, how like Majin Buu formed out of nothingness, like out of smoke. That's what those guys were basically doing at that point. And those guys are getting really frustrated in the middle of there. Goku's like, "Oh, I can't instant transmission to Trunks. I don't sense his ki." Vegeta's getting scared. So they obviously try to hurry up over there. And when Zamasu finally gets there, Bulma's like, "Hey, trust me." She goes out and she basically talks to him, and she tries to do her little thing she's always done since Dragon Ball, tries to seduce people. So she tries to do it, and then she looks up at Zamasu, and Zamasu is livid. He's pissed. And I'm like, oh shit, she's about to get it. And then Trunks comes out, and then obviously we didn't see anything that happened prior to that, but Trunks comes out and he sees her being held by the neck, and he remembers how this arc began in Goku Black, the black blob at that point. They didn't show who he was. Basically, strangled out his mom and killed her, the future Bulma. So he remembered that. He got pissed, and Zamasu just tosses Bulma off to the side. And excuse me, I burped a little bit. Trunks rages out, and Trunks goes into that form again. It seems like he's made that form his own. We don't know what it is. I don't expect to ever really get context into it. I don't expect for us to ever really get an explanation as to what it is, how it works, anything like that. But it's just Trunks' thing. It's his own form. Like, kind of like how Gohan has the ultimate form as like native to him because nobody else was able to undergo the training to unlock that ability. So pretty much that's just Trunks' thing. He breaks it out. And another thing I want to point out is that this episode kind of invalidates the last couple of episodes in the way that they played up that Goku went to go learn the Mafuba, and basically Goku's usage of the Mafuba at this point is null and void because Trunks sees Piccolo do it and somehow magically can do it himself perfectly. That really kind of bothered me as well because, Goku spent however long it was, a day, a couple days, whatever it was, mastering that technique with Master Roshi while Vegeta was training. Now, that doesn't mean that Goku won't do it later on or a possible fusion of those two characters, Vegeta, which is basically confirmed at this point. That doesn't mean that he won't do it. It's just kind of weird that Trunks comes out of nowhere and can do it. But who am I to complain? Dragon Ball has done this for forever and a day where they have this trope that a character can just come out of nowhere and do something that another character can do, or they just see another character do. So it is what it is. But it did kind of literally bother me a little bit. I don't have much positive things to say about the episode. I know I sometimes people are like, oh, you just be negative, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be critical and I'm gonna speak real from the heart as like what I enjoy or didn't enjoy. If I'm gonna say, people want to say the best episode ever every freaking week, and I'm not gonna say it. I will say that I enjoy an episode, but I'm not gonna say everything's the best episode every other week. From there, Trunks rages and he uses the Mafuba and actually seals Zamasu inside of the containment jar. and it turns out that they forgot the damn talisman, so they can't keep him in there. Zamasu breaks out. Goku Black teleports over there, instant transmission. I was like, of course he knows instant transmission, because why wouldn't he, right? Why not? He has all of Goku's moves. And he goes over there, he's like, oh, okay. It looks like we have no choice. And Zamasu was like, these mortals, we've been taking them too lightly. They know tricks, and they're like, oh, we have no choice. And then the big reveal, they basically merge into a fused Zamasu. I think his name will just be Zamasu. It makes sense, right? Because it's Zamasu and Zamasu. Villain with white hair. I don't know if this is exactly what Toriyama was alluding to at some point. Super Saiyan white, technically. I don't know if that is what this is, because he seems like a character that just has Super Saiyan hair with white hair naturally. So I don't know if that is what this is in particular, but he seems to have celestial abilities looking at the next trailer. And these guys get the hammer lay down. So I want to know what you guys think of the episode. Did you enjoy the episode? Like I said, I've told you guys my gripes. I thought the episode was kind of bland, to be honest. I think the ending of the episode could have been done a little bit better. They could have played it up a little bit better. I think it could have been executed a little bit better. But I think they might have been saving some of that stuff for the next couple of episodes, because we know at this point that there is probably once again some big reveal coming, because let's be legitimate about this. How many ways can this actually end? They're fighting a fused being. How many ways can they actually pull out the power to beat them? Will it be a Spirit Bomb? Will it be a Deus Ex Goku at this point, Machina Goku, where he pulls out something out his ass at some point? Will it be another Potara fusion, because the Supreme Kai and Gowasu are both there chilling with 4 Potara earrings? I don't know, but we'll see. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you haven't been new to the channel, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.